everybody, this is Javi here. Welcome to the BC Boutiques channel. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a double-sided pendant using UV resin, inlaying a filigree and a dragonfly. But before I get started, I'm going to show you the double-sided pendant, and I'm going to be using perfect pearls as well. So this, I'm just going to show you in with a regular cameo we have on the website, a beautiful cameo, and you can just see it, you can flip it and put it on the other side. So I'm going to probably do both sides with UV resin so it could equal out the balance on the pendant, so it's not one side too heavy and one side too light. Or you could do two cameos, either way. But before we get started, all the supplies comes from bcboutiques.com. So come and check it out so you can get all your supplies here. The little filigree, the dragonfly, the bail, the chain, and the pendant, of course, and the perfect pearls, and the UV resin. But we need all this stuff to get started. So you need UV resin. I'm going to be using Perfect Pearls Turquoise and Perfect Pearls White. Of course, you need toothpicks and some baggies. So I'm going to do the first layer with Perfect Pearls White. So I'm going to zoom in for you guys here. So I'm going to just push this a little bit to the side and get this started for you. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to just dump a lot. I need a lot. Yeah, that's pretty good. Might have been way too much. We'll figure that out in a moment. I'm going to move that to the side. And of course, we're going to get my UV resin here. I got a liquidy bunch. Okay, here we go. That might have been way too much. That might, be careful with the UV resin there. Okay, so I'm going to mix that in. Whoa, that might have been way too much, guys. I kind of like it, though. I might just get more UV resin. If not, we don't use all of it, no worries. We'll use it on the other side. Mix it in. Of course, I need to stabilize this. I'm just going to mix it really quickly. None of this can go to waste. You can always use it for another project if you need to. Look at that beautiful white. This is my neutral color. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, I'm going to just bring this back down. Maybe scoot these out of the way so I can show you guys how to do this. Of course, this is just like the other videos. Just pour it in here. Woohoo! There we go. I just needed a layer. I'm trying to get this in there without making such a mess. I just want one thin layer probably. That's probably not enough. Okay. And this is a 40 by 30 cameo pendant. And I'm going to put all the product links in the description below. Hey guys, and don't forget to subscribe to the BC Boutiques channel for all this wonderful content we're going to have. I'm sorry if my hands are in the way, guys. Looks like an ocean. Trying to get like a little thin layer without dropping it everywhere. Make sure all the bubbles. Look at that, guys. I think that's pretty good. So when I put my filigree in, I'm just gonna make actually I like those swirls in it, so you can do swirls. I'm just gonna do a couple swirls because it looks nice with the swirls. And then pop it in the UV light for a moment without curing this all. So I'm gonna move that over there so it doesn't cure that. I'm gonna pop this in the UV light for 3 minutes and come right back and show you how to put that on top of it. Okay guys, after when it's done in the UV light, make sure it's not too tacky. And we're gonna put another thin layer of UV resin, just clear by itself. So I have a little blob here I took out. So I'm gonna just scoop it in here. I just didn't want it to be poured on because I tend to put too much. And we just want a thin layer. I'm just going to turn this around. Hopefully I have enough. If not, I'll just put some more. Scoop it all up. Just gonna have a little thin layer here. Oops, one on the side there. Okay, I don't think this is enough. I'm gonna pick it up to make sure I got everything I needed. Ah, I see. You can tell where I missed. So I'm gonna just put a couple more on the paper, on the plastic baggie, not the paper. Just hopefully this goes all the way to the edges. I'm gonna pick it up again, make sure it got all the way to the edges. If not, I might need some more. Sorry if I'm out of frame, guys. I'm just trying to get to all the edges of the bezel. I think need a little bit more. Trying to get this over here. Trying to pop my bubbles too. I'm just gonna put a little bit more in the middle. Can move it to the sides. This is a little tedious, but once you get it, it'll be fine. See, I'm trying to get all the corners. I think we got all the corners over here. Just trying to get all the corners. This side's pretty good. Just make sure you get all the corners as good as possible. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna stop right there. And now I'm gonna put in my filigree. I'm gonna make sure I center this properly. If not, I'm gonna get a toothpick just in case I have to remove it. I'm gonna put something like that. Okay. If it's not perfect, you can always move it. Trying to see where I can center this. Oops. I'm gonna move it just a little bit to the... There we go. And now I'm gonna cure it. I'm gonna cure it for 3 minutes as well. Be back. Okay, this is what it looks like after when it's done in the UV light. You can just leave it like this if you like. Stop the process right there, but I'm going to use turquoise in the filigree area to make a little pop. So I got a little bit of perfect pearls here of the turquoise, and I'm going to put a little bit of UV resin with that. Hopefully it doesn't come out too much. Yay! If it does, I'll save some. No problem. Okay, oops. Sometimes this thing like a glob. No, come back, I need you. Like I said, you can stop the process there. It's perfectly fine. I might have to move this over here so I can get what I'm doing here. And sometimes you will get bubbles, but you can just fill with another layer of UV resin to dome it up if you need to, because right now it's really flat.
You can do it!
So, and if the piece moved during I moved it back before I really put it back in the UV light, so it was centered. But sometimes the pieces do move, and there is no fix around that. You can just add more stuff, I guess. And you can always add like ball chain or rhinestone chain on the edges here, make it blingy. Either way, I was thinking of that. So there is ball and head chain. I'm going to bring this up so you guys can see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to use this side. Oops, that piece had a hair on it. This is what happens. I'm going to just put one in the dot. Just take your time on this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes I feel like I put too much. So that's what it will keep looking like. So I'm going to just fill in the rest and show you the result afterwards. Okay, this is what it looks like when I'm done filling it in. And now I'm going to pop it in the UV light so I can cure. And I'll pop it in for 3 minutes. After when it's done in the UV light, this is what it looks like at the end. And you can always dome another layer since this is all flat. You can put another layer to dome it up, and that'd be perfectly fine, or stop here. But I'm going to dome it up for you guys, and I'm going to use the UV resin, the clear UV resin. Just going to pour without making bubbles, hopefully. Just going to dome it up. It's probably good enough. I'm going to leave that on the side. Remove those big bubbles and just push everything to the side, guys. You might have to go slowly at this to get that dome up. Gently to the corners. So I'm just going to go to all the corners, gently going to the corners, not to overspill or anything. Then I'm going to check in the light if I got all the corners. If I need more UV light, UV resin, and then I'll pop this in for like 3 minutes as well. Okay, let me just pick it up for a second. Hopefully it doesn't spill any. Looks like I didn't get it to all the way to the sides. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to pop it in, and it's all done. Now you have a dome cap. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I got it out of the UV light, and it's all done now. So it's all domed up. Not too much, but you know, just enough, as much as you want, but looks really nice. I liked how it turned out. Love it. And then you can just do the same on the other side, or just put a cameo like this on this side. Either way, you know, so you can have a reversible pendant. So I'm just gonna hook this up, and I'll probably show you the other part, the other side another time, or I'll just post it on Facebook. If you haven't joined us in the creative group on Facebook, please join us. There's a link in the description below. I'm just going to hook this all up for you guys so you can see the final result. See if I can hook this up with the jumpy tool. If not, I'll get the other pliers. I'll probably need the other pliers. And I'm just gonna put this together here. We have all the supplies you need at beadsandboutiques.com. So this is what it turned out. I used I think I cut 19 inches of wire. No, 19 inches of chain. I'm sorry. So this is what it looks like in this little bale. And all you have to do is flip it when you have the other side ready to go. Or glue in a cameo, either way. So this is what it is. I hope you liked the video. Please give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. Please subscribe below to the Beads and Boutiques channel. And don't forget to comment if you have any questions and I'll be able to help you out. So I hope you liked the video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.